Scottie Scheffler cruising to a 4-shot win. It's now 4 majors in the space of 3 years. Is he the new Tiger Woods? Scotty doesn't think so.
I still think they're a bit silly. You know, Tiger won, 15 majors? It's my 4th. Just got 1/4 of the way there. I think Tiger stands alone in the game of golf. You know, he was inspirational for me growing up, and he was a very, very talented guy, and he was a special person to be able to be as good as he was at the game of golf. And I don't focus on that kind of stuff. That's not what motivates me. I'm not motivated by winning championships, and I don't look at the beginning of the year and just say, hey, I want to win X amount of tournaments. I want to win whatever it is. I don't do that. I have dreams and aspirations that I think about, but at the end of the day, you know, when I wake up and to practice, you know, I feel like what motivates me is just getting out and getting to live out my dream. I get to play professional golf, and I feel like I'm called to do it to the best of my ability.
Scottie Scheffler obviously talking. Joining us now to give us his thoughts, European Tour golfer Oli Fisher joins us. All right, Oz?
Morning,
Ollie.
Gents,
how are we doing?
I'm all right, matey. How are you? You good? You up
you.
Centurion yet? Are you doing the greens? What's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm here bright and early. We've actually got Miguel Angel Jimenez here today, so I played a few rounds with him over the years. He's doing a golf day here, so I'm up here bright and early.
Lovely. Look, let's talk about the Open. Scottie Scheffler destroyed the field again. I mean, why is he so good?
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable display of golf again this week from Scottie Scheffler. I think he's just relentless. You know, the way he plays every part of his game, from his driving. You know, he's so accurate. He's not the longest out there, but his iron play. You know, he can get that ball to dance around the flags. His distance control, the way he hits his wedges. You know, his putting's improved this year. It's been, you know, a question mark for the last couple of seasons. The fact that he's been so good tee to green, but his putting's not quite as good as the rest. You know, this week, you know, he's been the best putter out there too. And I think when you put them ingredients together, you get a week like this where Scotty blows the field away.
Ollie, can you explain to us how he swings the golf club? Because he seems to be different to everybody else. His left foot seems to slide out the way. It's a fade, doesn't he, off the tee?
Yeah, his stock shots without doubt a fade. You know, he feels more comfortable fading the driver, like most pros do. But you know, he's got that unique shuffle with his feet. You know, he's dancing around when he hits it. He sometimes looks out of balance. You know, as opposed to McIlroy and Tiger in their prime, they were staying there poised at the end. He's not the kind of the modern day golfer. He's almost a little bit Arnold Palmer, Bernard Langer-esque, you know, when he's holding some of those follow-throughs off, and you can see him, you know, kind of being creative and the artistry in it, almost as you like, when he's out there improvising and hitting the shots that he sees. And I was really interested. I listened to Ted Scott, his caddy, yesterday, and, you know, going on to about being thankful and feeling lucky and humbled to be playing golf and doing a sport or playing a sport for a living. And Scheffler, you know, I think for all the parts of the game that make you want to analyse and kind of put be critical of certain parts. Scheffler has a great way in his caddy, a great way of kind of putting all those distractions aside, because the point is he puts himself in his position where he's at the top of the leaderboard. The whole world are expecting him to go out and do what it is, and he's almost out there feeling, you know what, as soon as I get inside those ropes, I'm just out here doing my job, and that's it. I get the job done. And it really was a case this week of him being there, business-like to a point, and you know, cracking on and getting the job done. But amazing technique, amazing to watch him. I've hit balls next to him a few times on the range, and it's a thud. You know, you see him churn out some divots at times. You know, he's amazing out the rough. It's not only the fact that he hits so many fairways, Dean. When he's out the rough, he's fantastic too, and that's a part of the game that most amateurs don't really see. You know, when you're a pro golfer and you know you're not going to be in the fairway all the time, you need to be really good from the rough as well. And Scottie Scheffler was certainly that this week.
Ollie, do you think he's good for the game of golf?
Yeah, I think anyone that's winning as much as what he's winning is dominant. I think it's great for the game of golf. I think it's great for Rory McIlroy too. You know, someone out there that's, you know, Rory's obviously gone and won the Masters this year, completed the career Grand Slam, something we've not seen since Tiger Woods. Scottie Scheffler has been so dominant. Don't get me wrong, his personality isn't the same as Rory McIlroy. He doesn't play golf the same way, but, you know, I play golf with you, Jamie. I play golf with you, Dean, too. And I think golf's an individual sport. Everyone's not the same, but Scotty's becoming this person. You know, Jack Nicklaus wasn't the most liked player when he first came out on tour. People didn't warm to him. Scottie Scheffler's a nice guy, right? He's a really, really nice guy, but he's a ferocious competitor. And when he's out there playing right now, it's almost the fire burning inside Scottie Scheffler when he's inside those ropes is bigger than anyone else's. And I think as time goes on, if he becomes as dominant as he is and if he continues his form, I think we'll all learn to love him, because the skill level that he has when he plays is the thing that you've got to be most thankful for, and realise that is the beauty and the skill and the skills that he's honed through the years, and he keeps continuing to improve, by the way, that we all admire. So it's one of those. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not a Seve, he's not a Rory McIlroy, he's not a Bryson DeChambeau right now, but I think he's not even 30 yet. Right, he's won 4 majors. He's won 9 times on a PGA Tour last year, including Tiger's event at the end. You know, he's had 3 months off, having cut his finger, cutting a turkey at family dinner at Christmas time. Yeah. You know, we're coming out thinking, what is he going to come out with this year? He's come out, been a little bit slow out the blocks, but top 10s, may I add. But since then, he's been relentless. Won the PGA Championship, come over here to Ireland. At Royal Portrush, you know, the Giants Causeway, he's the giant of the game at the moment, kind of maybe just behind Rory McIlroy in stature, but without doubt standing head and shoulders above the rest as well, number one, and he's blown the field away this week.
And you know, the British boys put up a good show. You know, McIntyre, Fitzpatrick, Hatton, Fleetwood, Justin Rose 7 under, good performances, and Lee Westwood, who nearly broke the record with a 29. He shot 29, but he had a putt to make it 28 on the last hole. What a performance from Lee.
Yeah, brilliant performance. Lee went through qualifying, so he actually qualified at Dundonald Links. You know, he spoke about his passion for the British Open. The Open Championship is, you know, you can't beat. I've been lucky enough to play a few, but it's an amazing tournament. And Lee on the back nine on Saturday, you know how that putt didn't go in the last hole. We hit a great putt. I watched it there, left to right, back flag. And, you know, great to see Lee playing well. We'd love to see Lee playing more, you know, out and on our screens again. But it gives you that. It gives you so many storylines. Phil Mickelson had a great week, you know, a couple of the older guys, but Rose as well. I think Tyrrell Hatton was a little unlucky yesterday. He looked like he had the ball on a piece of string, was playing great, but just couldn't find a putt. And, you know, starting off the day with McIlroy, McIntyre, Hatton, Fitzpatrick, they looked like they was all in the shout. And it sort of looked like that European sort of charge fell away a little bit coming into sort of the end of the front nine yesterday afternoon. And you obviously Chris Gotter up and Brian Harmon, a few of the other guys, Wyndham Clark. The Americans actually started to sort of, you know, give a little bit. And it was Scottie. I was really impressed yesterday. We all say he kind of lacks a little bit of personality and doesn't show much fire at times, but he made a couple of great par saves on 6 and 7 from sort of 10, 15 feet, which was like he was going, okay, he's missed a couple of greens. What's he doing? What's going to happen here? And made a couple of great putts. He drove it in a bunker on 8, and like you said earlier, you know, made his first bogey in 30 holes, which is an unbelievable feat. Run Royal Portrush. It's a tough golf course. It was greener than most Open Championship venues that we see, given the fact it's in Ireland. But
Ollie, just on the Ryder Cup though, we looking good? Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Europeans have started the year unbelievably well. They've been great in America. We obviously got a huge passion for the Ryder Cup. The whole story about the Americans getting paid to play the Ryder Cup, I don't think sits in their favour right now. The press, I think, are a little against them too, which, you know, from a European side is a good thing. I think the fans are on our side in terms of, you know, going to America. It's the toughest place to go, right? To go and win an away Ryder Cup, let alone be in New York at Bethpage Black. But there's been the trials and tribulations around, you know, the US getting paid $400,000 each, and we're doing this, and we're not going to wear the hat and all that. That's not good for their team.
Do you think they should get paid?
I think the way that it's always been with the Ryder Cup has been right. You know, it's such a feat to make the team. It's such an experience for the week. You're kind of lifting the whole tour. The whole world of golf is watching you. That's the way we've kind of grown up watching you, like Seve, Faldo, you know, all wearing that shirt with so much pride. So I think guys are not really expected to get paid from it. Obviously, there's other stuff that comes from being a member of the Ryder Cup team, certainly a winning Ryder Cup team too. But, you know, I don't think it's quite the right picture to be painting going into it. Being in New York, you know, the Europeans' form has been good. However, you know, the Americans right now are starting to play a little bit better. We've got some new faces coming in. Chris Gotterup's been brilliant the last couple of weeks, one in Scotland, and again, you know, tied second at the Open Championship. So there's this is all building up to be a great Ryder Cup. Some guys that are in good form. Schauffele's coming back into form. It'd be interesting to see if a few of the live guys make it. Till Hatton on our side is doing his best, and John Rahm to qualify automatically. I think Luke Donald's been really proactive in making some conversation between Sergio Garcia and a few of the older guys and bringing them back in. So it'd be interesting to see how this lines up next.
Ollie, you're a star, mate.
Thanks, Ollie.
Enjoy the golf
Great
today.
speaking to you, gents. Yeah, have a good day. All the best.
Talk Sport Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the Talk Sport app and on your smart speaker. Talk Sport.